If you want to obtain a New York dealer's license, all you need to do is obtain a dealer surety bond and workers' compensation from an insurance agency. You're going to get a federal tax ID number and a New York State sales tax ID, have a building and a lot. We're going to register with the New York Secretary of State's office. You have to purchase this dealer startup kit, and then you're going to submit your New York dealer's license application to the New York Department of Motor Vehicles. I'm going to show you how easy it is to obtain your New York dealer's license right now. Hello everyone, I'm Dallas Johnson with Dealer Training, and if this is your first time here, I want to welcome you. If you are a licensed dealer or if you're interested in obtaining your dealer's license for the very first time, our content is designed just for you. So please consider subscribing and hitting that notification button so you can view the content for dealers as soon as it is uploaded. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can easily download our 134-page dealer training manual for free. So we normally charge $19.95 for this manual, and I'm going to give you a coupon code where you can download it for free at the very end of the video. So first, I want to give you some really valuable contact information for New York dealers. New York dealers are regulated by the New York Department of Motor Vehicle Commission, okay? And this is called the Bureau of Consumer and Facility Services Application Unit. So it's got a pretty long name there. And I'm going to give you that contact information here a little bit when we submit our application. If you have any questions, though, you can give them a call. They got full-time staff at 518-474-0919. So if you have questions about how to get your license, maybe you've just gotten your New York dealer's license, or maybe you've been a licensed dealer in the state of New York for 20 years, there's never anything as a stupid question in this industry, okay? So also there's a great helpful guide for you at dmv.ny.gov, dealers open /dealership there. So there's a lot of great information there. So I want to go in depth into the 6 steps to obtain a New York dealer's license. Step number 1, dealer surety bond and workers' compensation policy. The state of New York requires you to obtain a $20,000 dealer surety bond if you're selling 50 or fewer vehicles a year, and requires a $100,000 dealer surety bond if you're selling more than 50 vehicles a year. So, it's got to be executed by a company that is authorized to do business in the state of New York. So do please keep that in mind. A dealer surety bond can be got by an insurance agent. So if you know a good insurance agent in the state of New York that sells dealer surety bonds, please put their contact information in the comments below. So now also, you're going to see right here, this is the official bond information that you need to send in, and that's going to be part of your dealer application packet that we're going to go over here in just a little bit as well. If you have employees in the state of New York, you must show the state of New York that you have an active workers' compensation policy before the Department of Motor Vehicles will issue you your New York dealer's license. If you have any questions about workers' compensation, you can visit the state of New York's Workers' Compensation Board website that you see here, or you can find answers from your insurance agent as well. So if you got a great insurance agent that sells workers' compensation policy for dealers, please put their contact information in the comments below so other dealers can use those resources, and we can give our favorite insurance agent a little bit extra business as well. So step number 2, we need a federal tax ID number and a New York sales tax ID. So before you apply for your New York dealer's license, you're going to need to obtain a federal tax ID number and a New York sales tax ID. So I'm going to show you how to do this here. But before I do, if you have any questions about your sales tax ID, you can call 518-485-2889. But first, I'm going to show you how to get your federal employment number, and then I'm going to show you how to get your tax ID number, because you have to have your federal employment number before you can get your tax ID number. So first, we're going to go to the IRS website to get our federal employment number, okay? And you go to the IRS website and click on the Apply for Employee ID Number. Click that a couple of times there and click Begin Application. And, just basically as an example, I want to show you how to get your dealer's license as an LLC. Now, I'm not telling you should get your dealer's license as an LLC, but if you're getting your New York dealer's license as an LLC, this is how you're going to get your federal employment number. You'll click LLC right there. And let's say, for example, we have 2 persons on the license, and we're going to select New York from the drop-down box because that's where the dealership is going to be located. So you click Continue. The IRS wants to know why you want your federal employment number. Well, we're starting a new business. So you want to click the Start a New Business radio box right there. You'll need to put the name of one person whose name's on the license plus their social security number and select that you are one of the owners, okay? Next, you want to put the address of your dealership. You're going to put the official name of your business entity and click continue, and bam, you have a federal employment number. So you can download it right there. It's free of charge. It just takes a couple of minutes to get your federal employment number. And once you've done this, you'll legally be able to get a sales tax ID number from the state of New York, which I'm going to show you how to do here next. Like I want to remind you, you can't get your sales tax ID from the state of New York until you have a federal employment number. So now I'm going to show you how to easily get your sales tax ID, and we're going to do it at the official New York website. That's tax.ny.gov, tax.ny.gov. And watch this. A few clicks of the mouse here, and you're going to have your sales tax ID, so you'll easily be able to get your New York dealer's license. So we're going to jump on that website here and go to the bottom. We're applying for what's called a certificate of authority, okay? So you click apply online. There's a couple of buttons you can push there. Both of them say apply online. And you're going to walk step by step through that process there right on screen. It's going to walk you through the whole thing. And within a couple of minutes, you'll be able to have your sales tax ID certificate of authority number. So if you have any questions about your federal employment number, that's the IRS, you can call them at 800-829-4933. But if you have New York State sales tax ID questions, here's the number you can call in Albany, 518-485-2889. So those are two numbers that you have to have before you're able to get your New York dealer's license. Now, step number 3, we need to register this new business with the New York Secretary of State. So the New York Secretary of State wants to have a record of every single business that's operating in the state of New York, including this dealership that you're getting ready to open. So we're going to need to register our business with the New York Secretary of State's office. You can do it via phone if you want to call 518-473-2492. But I'm going to show you how to easily do it at the Secretary of State. It's called the Department of State. It's dos.ny.gov. So once you go to that website, it's very, very business friendly. And you can register your name just by clicking on businesses and jump down to where it says corporation and business filings. And then down at the bottom here, we're going to file for an online corporation, LLC, or occupational license. So you'll click that little blue box down there at the very bottom. And once again, it's going to walk you step by step here. And let's say we want to do an LLC. You'll click LLC on the screen right there. And at the very end here, it's going to charge you the necessary fees. So you'll be able to basically get your name into that Secretary of State database so you can officially operate a dealership, and you will be legally able to obtain a New York dealer's license. So just make sure and go through the step-by-step process there. And like I said, I'm showing you everything here as an LLC, but if you have a different business entity, that's fine. If you have any questions, give them a call. It's 518-473-2492, and they will have any answers for you when you're setting up your new business. Step number 4, you need to have a building and a lot. So you must have a building for your New York dealer's license. And your building needs to be permanently enclosed. It's going to have to be owned or leased by you. And you have to make sure that your building does meet local zoning requirements. So the state of New York requires every New York dealer to have heat, electricity, and a phone. Now, the state of New York does not require you to have a landline phone. The state of New York does allow you to have a cell phone. So many states require landlines, but the state of New York does require this, that you have a phone, which can be a cell phone. And we're going to have this contact information so our customers can get a hold of us, whether they have questions about a vehicle they want to purchase from you, or maybe they have questions about a vehicle they've already purchased from you. You have to be accessible. That's why we're required to have that building and a lot. Now, your display lot must have room for at least 3 vehicles, and you must display this sign, okay? So this sign is going to be included in your dealer starter kit, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. So make sure also that your display lot is the same address as your business building, and make sure you have room for at least 3 vehicles, and you're going to post this sign as well. And I'm going to talk about step number 5, which is ordering your New York dealer license starter kit. So you're required under state law to purchase a New York dealer license starter kit, and you're going to have to submit your receipt with your New York dealer application, and that's going to show the state of New York that you have purchased your starter kit. So what's a starter kit? Your starter kit's going to have a book of registry. We call that the police book. It's going to have bills of sale, which are the state retail certificate of sale, MV50. It's going to have odometer statements and warranty forms. Now, there's a few companies that will be able to sell you all the necessary parts of your dealer startup kit. I went to all these websites here, and I would recommend the one at the bottom, NewYorkDealerStartupKit.com. It seemed to be the most up to date. and you can pay them $249 a year, and you can constantly update your kit. The other ones, I kind of looked around on there and they were a little bit harder to find that startup kit. But whenever you purchase your New York dealer license startup kit, keep a hold of the receipt because you're going to have to submit that with your dealer application, which we're going to talk about right here. Step number 6. Obviously, in order to get a New York dealer's license, you have to submit a New York dealer's license application. And I'm going to show you how easy this is to fill out here. You're going to download that application at the dmv.newyork.gov website. And I'm going to show you this here. And you're going to basically generate that used motor vehicle application when you click these 2 boxes right here. So you'll check one box and then click Generate Application. And I want to show you a couple things about this application right here. You're going to need to put your business name. You're going to select whether you're an individual or a partnership, and you'll put that information in there. If you're not an individual or partnership, then you're going to enter your LLC information that you see right here. We're not an educational facility, so you can just kind of disregard that at the bottom of that application. But you need to make sure to submit all these portions correctly and in their entirety. So they want to know if you own a dealer's license in another state, and then they want to know what type of license we're applying for. Well, we're applying for a retail motor vehicle dealer license. So you're probably going to be checking that little box right there. So make sure to put each name of the person on the license. And once again, we're going to be a retail motor vehicle other, unless you're opening a Ford or Chevy dealership, most of us are going to be used motor vehicle dealers. So also, you need to submit this and sign this and certify that everything is true and correct. And make sure you submit a correct dealer application. If you lie on a dealer application, the state of New York will charge you with a misdemeanor. So you want to make sure that everything is true and correct. So also, before you submit your dealer's license application to the state of New York, you want to gather up the following documents. And that's going to make your application process go a lot smoother when you're obtaining your dealer's license. You have to have your surety bond, a copy of your lease or your ownership docs. You have to have that New York sales tax number, proof of workers' compensation, a copy of your driver's license. Remember, we have to have that receipt for our dealer startup kit and the filing receipt from the New York Secretary of State's office. And don't forget your fees. And you cannot write a brand new check. It's got to be a check from a bank that's already established. So do please keep that in mind. And when you have all those docs gathered up, we're going to shove it into a great big envelope, throw a few stamps on there, and we're going to mail it to the New York State DMV, Bureau of Consumer and Facility Services Application Unit. That's Box 2700 up in Albany, 12220-0700. If you have any questions before you apply, definitely give the DMV a call at 518-474-0919. And when you submit your application correctly, you should receive your New York dealer's license in about 30 days. Okay, so everyone, once you get that dealer's license from the state law in New York does require that all dealer licenses are displayed prominently. So you must display your dealer license prominently. You don't put it back into some desk drawer or some vault. You're going to work hard for that dealer's license in New York, and you're going to be proud of it. So once you get it, state law in New York does require that you display the dealer's license prominently. So, on a final note, I've been in this industry for many, many years. I've owned a profitable dealership myself. I've trained literally thousands of dealers in a classroom environment all over the United States. And, if you maintain 100% compliance, which means you follow every single rule, law, and guideline, you're going to maintain 100% profits in this business. So if I give you one great bit of advice, ethics and integrity will definitely take you to the very, very top with your dealer's license. So now I want to show you how you can download your free 134-page dealer training and profit manual. We normally charge $19.95 for this manual. And I want to show you how you can download it for free. You're just going to go to our official website, dealertraining.org. Once again, that's dealertraining.org. You'll click the blue download button. And here you're going to see that coupon box. In the coupon box, you're going to enter youtube.com/dealer training. Once again, that's youtube.com/dealer training. Okay. And once you hit that apply button, you'll see the $19.95 will change to a zero. And then you can download that entire 134-page manual for free. So I hope that's very helpful for you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please view the other videos on the Dealer Training channel. If you found value in this video or the manual that you downloaded, I would like to ask you to please share this video. Please consider subscribing to our channel, and please consider hitting that notification bell. So thank you very much, and good luck with the operation of your New York dealership.